Hey guys, so I'm going to go over one of our, my most hated weeds, and it is a summer weed for us here in Austin, and it is called Spurge. It's this little guy right here. It can grow very quickly and is difficult to control due to the heat of our summer. The products that work really well on this, we cannot spray, and when it's 100 degrees out, we will burn the turf as well, but there is a way that we do it now. It's expensive, and I'll go over what this is. So Spurge is a broadleaf weed. It is a summer annual weed. It has, I don't know if you can even see, the tiniest little seed heads or seeds. These will germinate even if we do 3 rounds of pre-emerge a year. Our round 1 and 3, which we do in the late winter time, and then early spring. And the early spring one is one that we try to grab as much as this as we can. These little tiny seeds will actually germinate in the thatch layer of the grass. So if you see, this plant right here, see this tiny root system? That's all it takes for it to be, a pretty good sized weed. And these will grow, in a few weeks, this thing will be the size of a sheet of paper. So it is big, mainly grows in Bermuda. You'll find this where it has open canopy. Normally if you have a really dense turf, a really low mowed Bermuda that's mowed weekly, it's nice and dense. Zoysia or St. Augustine, this is probably not going to be our problem. This is more in kind of broken open turf canopies that the soil's just not great. You're getting a lot of sunlight, probably not getting a lot of water for the Bermuda to be healthy. This will take over. So generally any 2,4-D product can knock this right out. It is not difficult to control in the normal temperatures. If it were to be 80 degrees in our summers when this weed is out, we could take that out real easily. 2,4-D products, when it's 95, 100, 105 degrees outside, will burn the grass, and that becomes a problem. So what we do now is we use a 2,4-D product with a product called Recognition. That Recognition is a Syngenta product, and it has a safener in it. One that'll also help kill the weed as well, but with the 2,4-D, we're knocking it right out. But the safener in that Recognition is actually preventing the Bermuda from getting burned. And we can also spray it in St. Augustine, Zoysia, and actually doesn't burn at all on any of those, even in the 100-degree heat. So that's our way of controlling it. There are not a lot of other good ways to control it. We've gone down the Celsius line for a number of years, just not great results, but this works well. The problem is that Recognition is not cheap. And when we're talking about thousands of yards, we're going through quite a bit of this every week. So it's not a cheap way to do it, but it does knock it right out. If you have, 6 weeks in between our visits, these things will grow from a little tiny 3 or 4 leaf little sapling to a very large weed that will dominate your Bermuda and cause a little patch underneath there. When it does die off, that'll be bare. So the best thing to do is make sure you have a dense canopy, mow weekly, irrigate regularly, make sure you're on a program to control, a fertilization program to provide the nutrients your grass needs. And this will really help with this weed. And it's just a summer problem weed that we have. It's really the only broadleaf summer weed that I have issues with. Everything else is either under control due to the heat, or it's just not difficult to get rid of. If y'all have any other questions about this, just let us know. Thanks a lot.